name's guys, Nexas here, and welcome back to Destiny 2. And in today's video, guys, we are here with more seasonal goodiness to go over. Episode goodiness, okay? Episode Revenant is going to be here, though, bringing some brand new weapons and content to kind of go over and everything. And what we're going to be looking at is going to be the return, guys. I know this is very kind of new to the season, but I've got to go over old weapons because this thing is such a king. And it's going to be a return of the BYGONES pulse rifle. It is back, guys. This bad boy is back in the game, ready to terrorize the freaking village because this thing's a beast. Honestly, it's a beast. I can already hands down tell you this thing's gonna already slay, because I've used BYGONES before, even before the new one came out. It still slayed PvP, and I can tell you right now, this is gonna be even just as good. Now, how you will get this, of course, is by doing the gambit playlist. So I already know it turned off about 1 million people trying to freaking play this game. They won't do gambit and everything like that, which is fine. But if you want to get one of the best guns in the game, you're probably going to want to jump into gambit, because that is where you get it from. Once you get your first drop, of course, you can start spending some gambit engrams. It's 1 engram per, of course, drop once you get your first one. So it's relatively cheap to kind of farm out for it. A couple of engrams every couple of runs of gambit and everything like that. These weapons, though, that come from like the core playlist, they always have an insane amount of rolls. So the BYGONES, you can see, it's got tons of rolls, but that means it got a lot of bangers to kind of go over. So PvP, you've got things like the perpetual. You have like head seeker, you got kill clip again, which kill clip in 390s is insane. And PvE as well, you also have like firefly, you got the kinetic tremors, you got subsistence, you got a load of damn good perks for it. So most times when you get a drop, you'll be getting something decent. That's the great thing about the rolls nowadays. But yeah, as I said, the BYGONES itself, this is an absolute king of a weapon. A lot of people's fan favorite weapon from Forsaken. I mean, Forsaken was just goated. It had so many good things. It is back, guys, and it's also gonna have the Iron Shake gun and run, so rapidly defeating targets with the weapon grants bonus sprint speed and Guardian's power for combatants, and high value targets grant this bonus quicker. So that's the gambit Iron Shake. Obviously this is a gambit weapon, so it gets even the Iron Shake basically free. So without further ado, let's go to PvP with the BYGONES pulse rifle. Alrighty, so we are gonna be on, of course, Midtown with the little BYGONES I could, and this is gonna be beautiful. And that's the only way I can describe BYGONES PvP, guys, because even with the mustache sub, you'll be, oh my god, he landed so awkwardly. What the? Oh. Alright, first fight is a bit awkward, not gonna lie, but we'll get him now. And there's the head seeker. Look at that. As I said, BYGONES is gonna be freaking nutty PvP. I can already tell you. Just look how fast it fires as well. You can just annihilate people so quickly. As I said, 390s are actually doing pretty well, but BYGONES is just a different beast of a 390. I don't know what it is, but it just feels sticky. Look at that with the extra little kinetic damage, because I picked up an orb. Oh, he's 1 HP, and I am so dead. There's gonna be a couple of people here. But especially even with the gun run, you get that extra little sprint speed, and I do a perpetual motion on, so every time I kind of run around, I'm getting like that extra stability. I'm telling you, with the new rolls, this can kind of get. This is going to be so juicy. Give me that kill. Oh my god, it's got triple tapped. As I said, it's so nice, and no one peeked me, but it's so nice PvP. As I said, like, even if you don't really want to do gambit, it's just one of these pulses that is going to absolutely wreak havoc PvP. I know Elsie's rifle's still there, he got deleted, but I know Elsie's rifle and all the other pulses are still there. But I mean, look at this thing look at the BYGONES legit say BYGONES to all these people. It just annihilates. And I know for a lot of people as well, this used to be their favorite weapon. Oh, he was 1 HP. I know a lot of people, though, this used to be like their favorite weapon, guys. Yous are going to be eating good if you're a freaking BYGONES fan, because it's come back and it absolutely claps. I'm telling you, this thing is just, it's so juicy PvP. And I do love the scope as well. Like, I'm glad they didn't change the scopes around and everything like that. I don't know if did this have different scopes back in the day? It could have, because Forsaken was a weird ass time. But oh, give me that 1 kill. Give me this guy as well. And I missed my shot. Oh, I missed my shotgun, and that's how I died. No way. But yeah, I will say that this weapon is going to be one of these that you kind of want to get your hands on. The other guy was 1 HP, but it is going to be a weapon you want to try to get your hands on. Test it out in PvP even, because it's one of these, like, I'd say, it's in the archetype of 390s, but nothing ever in that like 390 archetype slot is gonna come close. And how did I miss that? All right, we're just gonna super these guys. Yo guys, there was about 100 people here and everyone's dead. This always happens when I pop my super. Everyone's here, and then all of a sudden they're all just freaking dead. But yeah, it's one of these 390s where it's like, there is other ones like this, but they just don't perform the same way. There's something like a hidden stat or something on the BYGONES that makes it oh so juicy. And thank you for the free kill. Maybe Bungie just has certain weapons. Oh, okay. We got him around the corner. I don't know how that happened. But maybe Bungie just have certain weapons that they turn on, like hidden stats that just makes them so strong, so people want to chase them. But Look at that. He just got absolutely blasted. This thing is just nuts. Oh, where have you been this whole time, bygones? It's so freaking dope. And this is without the kill clip, bro. If I go back to the basic kind of kill clip, bro, I'm telling you, you will shred out just as much. Headseeker is nice, don't get me wrong, but kill clip on a 390 just absolutely annihilates. I'm so happy you actually can roll with it. So if you do get a kill clip, bro, I'd definitely give that one a shot. But even with Headseeker, I'm telling you, this thing, even though I'm not hitting any body shots to really activate it, it still just absolutely drops people. My god. All right, we got the freaking extra kinetic boost. Give me the wood tappers. Oh, there we go. Legit one bullet killed him, and I'm so dead. That's a freaking Tiku's. Oh, he's up our ass, boys. He's up our ass. Oh my god, getting shot in the ass. I am just so happy though that the freaking bygones, it is back. And boys, someone get him because he's 1 HP. But there's that actually. Oh, guys, just team fire, team fire, team fire, team fire. Oh, it's got annihilated. Oh, there's a silk strike there as well. That was like the that happens to me when I use Wild Radiance as well. You plonk it down and every single one of their mother focus freaking fires your ass. But I'm so happy that the bygones is back. As I said, it was an old fan favorite, but with the new perks, it honestly just, it feels so juicy. I even the old school one, even if you have the sunset version, it will still do work, and I've kind of known that for a while. Like, even like the old version did well, that if a new one came, it was going to absolutely slay. And by god, does the bygones just absolutely annihilate. I mean, what's not to like about it? Really sick ass scope. It basically is so sticky. That's how I'm getting so many kills. I feel like I just can't miss a freaking headshot. Like, look at this. This is close quarters, and you're able to just absolutely annihilate people. This thing's just, it's so sweet. Obviously, perpetual motion's probably doing a little bit of heavy lifting, and of course, I get supered. It's every time. But yeah, that is going to be against the match with the bygones. We actually just mercy ruled them. That's how good I was doing with it. But as I said, bygones, it's honestly so freaking dope. Alrighty, time for the PvE side of ways though, with the little bygones that could and everything. And I will say, PvE is actually not too bad. It's going to be a 390 RPM, and it's going to be in that kinetic slot. So I do understand straight away people are going to hit me with, gosh, kinetic shot for you, that great. But if you actually get some of the good damage perks, or obviously kinetic tremors there, but I'm going to have desperate measures on this with, of course, the old subsistence as well. So I can get some damn freaking good perks and damages kind of going with this weapon. As I said, you do have kinetic tremors. It's got a couple of other perks as well that are decent PvE. It's not a slouch whatsoever, and the fact you get it from Gambit too means that it's probably going to work out somewhat well in Gambit. It's just, we're going to be doing onslaught with it because, guys, you play Gambit really. The only way you're going to see numbers improve in Gambit this week or this season is legit to get bygones because it's such a beast PvP. Other than that, you're not going to see this freaking weapon much. And guys, can we get rid of this last guy? Oh my god, legit just tanked everything. As I said, though, the main thing I really do like about the bygones is just the sound. I mean, oh, I just love the freaking kinetic noise to it. It's such a dope ass freaking pulse. Still one of the best in the game, hands down. I mean, even when I got sunset, it was still one of the best with like half nothing perks. Now it's coming back with all these really good perks and obviously the ardent trait and everything. It's so juicy. I just think that it's definitely going to be... Oh, guys, I haven't stopped on. I'm unstopped. Don't worry. There we go. Look at us go. We're just going to rocket him. Oh, look at us. Forgot that unstop was on pulse rifle. So if you want a good kinetic pulse, you got it right here. I'm telling you. There's so much kind of going for the bygones in PvE. Would it be the best weapon PvE? There's definitely more utility, and I think that honestly, I was hoping that Bungie, with all the new kind of perks and everything they're bringing out this season, all the quality of life sort of changes they kind of gone for, I would have really loved if Bungie actually just went and gave freaking Kinetic some really kind of god tier perk, something that just absolutely collapse in PvE. Kinetic Tremors, don't get me wrong, it ain't bad or anything like that, but it's not going to make me use this over probably other things like obviously Graviton Lancers and all that sort of jazz, or just generally those sorts of weapons like Incandescent, Vault Shot and all that sort of thing. They should have given a kinetic one, or make Kinetic Tremors just absolutely insane. This was also Firefly as well, which is a really cool ass perk too in PvE, but it would have been so nice. Imagine Firefly. Oh, do I cut that out? Do I cut out how awesome I am? Do I just be a liar and say that I'm the best player ever and just cut out all the shit stuff I do? But I do say that, yeah, it's just a Firefly, which would have been really cool if they gave it like Firefly Kill Clip or something, Firefly Death Magic, something in that kinetic slot or in middle slot for it. But I still say Firefly in PvE is still really, really dope on this sort of weapon. It means that you can get the explosions kind of going. But yeah, I still will say that PvE, it ain't no slouch at all. I think 390s are already actually dope PvE. They're at that right sort of, I'd say, RPM where they do enough damage PvE and they can also freaking slay as well. And oh, my subsistence just carrying my freaking reload. But they can also do some real good damage at a quick RPM, which is really, really nice. This was a Desperado too, so if you wanted to kind of go for the RPM increase on kills, it would be really, really nice in that sense and everything. As I said, there's so much kind of going for it. I will say though, with having so much options and perks means that the RNG is even worse. So that's the only thing. So, I mean, as I say, it's good to have options, but sometimes it just hampers your way of getting your god rolls. So it means you're going to have to play gambit a little bit more. So I know a lot of people straight away are going to tell me, no. But I am just so happy that they brought actually the bygones back. Because as I said, this is such a dope ass weapon. I just think that it really deserves to get some decent rolls. I think as far as like concerns, when I ever like went over weapons, like, oh, this has to come back, or oh, this still is such a beast. Bygones was always up there as being a weapon that I could still do well with, even though it didn't exactly, as I said, have a ton of freaking like obviously god tier rolls. It had basically kill clip, and that's all it really needed. Back in the day, it only really needed the kill clip, and it absolutely slayed. So I am super happy that it's come back and everything. Obviously, it's still tied to Gambit or whatnot. So as I said, it's if you want to play Gambit to try to get it, you're gonna have to do Gambit and everything like that. But it's such a beast in both PvP, PvE. It feels so freaking juicy. So I would highly recommend you go in and freaking get your bygones. So bygones be bygones, right? And just freaking go in and get yourself a bygones. Oh, it's such a terrible ass joke. Whoa, my man's freaking flying through the air. What the? The only thing I can kind of say that's maybe like slightly negative about the freaking bygones, I don't want to be hypercritical, but if the Ardent Straight PvE actually had a little bit more to it, I think the Gambit Ardent Straight to run and gun, it's not bad, don't get me wrong, it's okay, but I honestly think that there is way better Ardent Traits obviously in the game. They could even just give a Gambit a better Ardent Trait to make the weapons like a lot more useful. I mean, the run and gun is actually kind of nice when you get a kill PvP. It's actually a pretty solid one, you know, because we're taking ages to kill this thing. Start blasting his ass. There we go. Look at that. The freaking well. As soon as I say it, man, as a freaking... Oh, my God. I nearly killed myself. But yeah, they gave it kind of a better, I'd say, Ardent Trait. This thing could have absolutely be cracked out in PvE as well. Maybe give it the... Imagine it had the new sort of... I'd say, what's it called? Oh, I forgot to have the freaking Transcendence going. Well, if they gave the new Ardent Trait that the new seasonal weapons have, the Dark Ether one, that would have been really, really sick as well, because you basically have, like, unlimited ammo and stuff. But the Bygones PvE, as I said, it is really, really dope. It can definitely slay out. I think 390s right now, they're in a bit of a renaissance when it comes to actually doing well PvE. Well, that is it from me. And of course, the Bygones Pulse Rifle itself. As I said, this thing is just, it's an absolute beast PvP. I mean, I kind of knew it was going to be because I've used this before, especially when everything was getting sunset and whatnot. This was still contending with like half the amount of perks. It used to just have kill clip and everything, which was at full auto. Full auto was a perk on it, even though we have full auto as a setting now. And it still managed to slay. So even one less perk, it still managed to slay in PvP. And right now, it can just absolutely blast people. I can definitely see this being top of the leaderboards on Trials the Weekend. This thing's going to be an absolute freaking beast in PvP. I'm telling you, once people start getting their god rolls and stuff, it's going to be insane. It's 100% worth it for PvP. I think it's one of the best pulls in the game in terms of feeling or whatnot. Maybe archetype-wise, doesn't have as much range. Maybe it's the LCs and stuff like that. But when it comes to feeling, there is no better feeling weapon than the Bygones. I don't know what it is. Even when you look at the stats, it doesn't even look like it has amazing stats. But then you use it and you're like, holy good God, where have you been all my life? Overall, the main take you need to get from this is that you need to get some god rolls for PvP, because this thing, it freaking slays. The freaking king has returned, guys. The Bygones is back to terrorize. As I said, it's such a dope ass pulse. But regardless, if you like the video, trust like, and do some more content, subscribe, and fantastic day, and hopefully I'll see you at the next collective in the next one.